Good morning, everybody. How are you? I just had one doctor's appointment and now I'm going to have another one in a couple of hours. So I figured I would show you my nature hearth while I have time. This is now, especially if you're in, I live in Connecticut. So right now there's no snow on the ground. We got really lucky this winter. A lot of winters we get, like a lot of snow, but nothing like Minnesota or the Greater Lakes of New York or places like that. But we get a pretty good amount of snow. This year, so far, we haven't. But when you are stuck in the house because of bad conditions outside, whatever it is, I really implore you to make a nature altar or a nature hearth. Bring nature into your home. I have natural stones. There's no crystals in here. Natural stones, shells, pine cones, witches' burrs, all kinds of things. There's just all kinds of things in these baskets. And that huge bowl is really heavy. Um, when you're having a crappy day, you come home from work, it's pouring out, whatever the situation is. I usually will grab a basket. The lighter ones, I don't grab that. That's too heavy. It's a little heavy, but not as anywhere near that one. But I will grab one and I will just sit on this big chair right here with all these little blankets and I just touch them. I touch the stones and the pine cones and the witch's burrs and whatever else, the shells, whatever's in there, just to feel like I'm out in nature. I think it's just something, it's important to me. It's important to me to have this. I also have, now that's a Gaia box that a beautiful friend gave me a long time ago. I know I'm getting out of focus here. That's my wedding photo album. And this is my wedding altar. My altar of, that's my mom and dad right there, and my family. That's Steve and I. That's his family. That's his mom and dad's wedding picture, all the little wedding things that we had. If you see those gold goblets there, the ones with the gold hearts, that was from our 20-year anniversary last year. We put those up there. Excuse me. But this is my little wedding altar. I have little altars all over the house. I just don't quite call them that. I just call them my spaces. They're my spaces. You'll have to forgive me. I don't have teeth. I'm not going to have teeth for a while. They have to do an operation on the upper part of my gum. But I just, and like I said, this, oh my God, I have had this. It was much bigger at one point. My amazing husband, who I love with all my heart, who humors me with everything, looked at the hearth and said, "Babe, don't you think Gaia needs to get some of this back?" I said, "Yeah, she does." So I've shrunk it down some, but this is my nature. This is where I bring the nature in. This is my beautiful family. And then I want to show you, for those that are new to my channel, give me one moment here. We're going to come around. This is my big windows, and this is what I call, I'm going to back up a little bit here. We're going to fix this. I'm sorry if I'm all over the place. Figure while I have the time, this is my Gaia table. Now, anyone that knows, that is my moon water. I change it every month. My moon water gets the moon and the sun. This huge window right here gets everything. Moon, sun, storm, you name it. That is Fiona. She is the only crystal ball that I own. That is my dad's graveyard dirt. That's my daddy's graveyard dirt. When we went to go see him on Father's Day, we brought a jar and I said, I want to take him home with me. That little plant you see there is Lilith. There are two, I'm sorry if this is out of focus. There are two statues. I got at Savers and they just spoke to me. I don't know if you can see the other one. There she is. Just spoke to me. And I felt they needed to be with Gaia. This is my Green Man section of my table. I don't really call it an altar. I call it a table. One of my spirit guides is a white tiger. These are crystals. Now, these are crystals and pendulums. Up there, you see with Gaia has crystals and pendulums, things like that. This big stone that you see back here, let me see if I can, there. We found that on a nature walk one day, and I said it belongs on the table. Anyone that knows what my table looked like, you know that it has significantly dropped. There is not as much stuff on here because we now have two feline kids. And they were knocking everything over. That Gaia, the Green Man chalice that you see, that has been replaced because the original one, they broke. So this is all the things that I use. My bells and my little cup and my candle holder. That right there has ashes in it from when I do workings, plus when I have my incense out. That, I think I've done a video already on my nature basket and my little squirrel, and that is my offering bowl in the back. But yeah, I have a lot. I'm not going to show you down at the floor, because down at the floor, I mean, not that it's dirty, but it has pee-pee pads that are clean and a litter box that's clean, but nobody really wants to see that, so I'm just not going to show it to you. But yeah, I will sit here when the moon, oh people, oh my God, why I love this window. When the moon gets full. If it's a full moon and it's not cloudy like it is today, about 3 o'clock in the morning, our witch's hour, she comes and she is just huge in this window, and all of her energy is coming onto this table, and I sit here and I meditate, and it is just beautiful. And sometimes the girls are up here with me, sometimes they're not, sometimes it's just one, but that's why our mail is coming. That's why this table has been shortened with all the stuff that was on it, because I had my book of shadows, I had everything on here, and I had to take so much out because my little girls, we knew when we got them we were going to have to adjust life a little bit. We knew when we brought them home that life was going to have to be adjusted, and sure enough, it was. So I love you guys. I hope you are having a beautiful morning. I will talk to you soon, and yeah, love you.